Nabila. Today I am going to talk about web application security testing with Netsparker-enterprise. Okay, what can you expect from the presentation? Solution overview. What is web application security scanner and overview? Product overview. Netsparker cloud scanner on web security. And finally, before end our session, we will have an open discussion or clarification. Web application scanner. A web application scanner scans a web application, analyze the security for your web application, and display a report for identify vulnerabilities, sensitive content data, and information gathered data. There are three parts to a scan that are performed, which is web crawling, link discovery, and data analysis. Okay, next we will move to product overview. Netsparker-enterprise. This Netsparker. Netsparker is an automated yet fully configurable web application security scanner that enables you to scan websites, web applications, and web services, and also identify security flaws. Netsparker scans all types of web applications, regardless of the platform or the language with which they are built. Netsparker is the only online web application security scanner that automatically exploits identify vulnerabilities in a read-only and safe way in order to confirm identify issues. It also presents proof of the vulnerabilities so that you do not need to waste time manually verifying it. For example, in the case of a detected SQL injection vulnerabilities, it will show the database name as the proof of exploit. Web application security scanning flow. Maintaining a web application is a broader and more challenging process. Netsparker's advanced technologies, discovering issues in a web application and fixing them is easier than ever. This topic will help you prepare so that you can set the correct option for your Netsparker scan. We will go through this scanning flow one by one. First, knowing your application. Before launching a scan, it's best to conduct a mental inventory. The most vulnerable components of a web application could be the login form and the input field, which are reported in the knowledge base tab once a scan has been completed. Netsparker carries out a large number of attacks which may negatively affect your web application if the parameters are not set properly. For instance, if there is a mail form on your web application, Netsparker will send requests on that form, and you may receive many unwanted emails. Second, preparing and configuring scans. After learning which technologies and other elements exist on the web application, next you will start configuring the scan. Netsparker is a very user-friendly, automated web application security scanner. In most cases, it is enough to enter the target URL and start scanning. The scanner will automatically fine-tune itself. However, even though Netsparker will discover the issues successfully, it may make extra and unnecessary security checks, keeping the target host needlessly busy because the scan is not configured precisely. So you can choose to configure the scan setting yourself. Alternatively, you can make use of Netsparker Assistant. In addition, you can use the pause and stop features. To avoid any service breakdown, you can use the scan time window to set the time for Netsparker to scan the target URL. Third is scanning your web application. Modern web applications let users interact with the host network or server. Poor coding and defective hardening policies may negatively affect the web application security if the web application is not developed with the relevant security standard. It can be manipulated by exploiting vulnerabilities and misconfigurations. Netsparker advanced proof-based scanning technology make it easy to identify SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and thousands of other vulnerabilities in web applications. Netsparker also can detect out-of-date web application Netsparker also can detect out-of-date web application technologies to help you keep your web application up to date. Next is reviewing and comparing scan results with previous scans. If you have a Netsparker edition, you probably have already performed a scan of your web application. Previous scan make you aware of the security development process. Please compare the old and new scan results and review the newly discovered issues. Netsparker allows you to retest the issues found in a previous scan. You can also choose the security test type for specific vulnerabilities. Incremental scans help you save time. Instead of scanning the web application, you can just scan the new pages added since the last scan. You can integrate an issue tracker with Netsparker to help you manage and maintain a list of all the issues at each stage of the software development lifecycle. Fixing issues. Attackers use different methods to hack web applications. Every day brings the potential for a new attack. Scheduling and performing periodic security scans are vital. Each scan may discover new vulnerabilities in your application. If vulnerabilities are detected, you need to fix them as quickly as possible and then retest them with Netsparker. At this point, Netsparker checks whether the issues are properly fixed. If so, they are marked as resolved. This process needs to be conducted continuously so that the security of your web application is maintained. Retesting fix issues. The main objective of a security scan is to detect issues and fix them. Netsparker lets you retest the issues to check if they are fixed or not. Instead of starting a full scan, you can retest only the fixed issues. Netsparker-enterprise automatically checks the issues. If it is fixed as intended, the issue will be marked as fixed. If not, the issue will be assigned back to the assignee. If you are sure that the issue is a false positive, you can mark it as a false positive. You can also mark the issue as accepted risk if you are aware of its impact. And finally, you can manually mark an issue as fixed, unconfirmed. Okay, so the last one is reporting. Is generating reports. Reporting is the most important step in the web application security scanning process. Netsparker can generate reports based on relevant regulations. Netsparker-enterprise on Demand also has a PCI compliant feature that enables you to automate most of the process and generate approved PCI compliance reports. When a PCI scan is complete, websites that meet the standard will receive an approved compliant report. If the website fails, you can fix the listed vulnerabilities and retest them. Netsparker also enables you to create custom reports. This means you can change the vulnerability details, classification numbers, actions to take, or add the logo of your organization. Overview of scanning. In Netsparker, you can do the following: launch scan, launch group scan for Netsparker Enterprise only, view the status of all scans, including scans that are in progress, schedule scan, and the last one is view recent scan and reports, including the scan policy that was used. Okay, how does the Netsparker security scanner work? Netsparker identifies and reports security vulnerabilities such as blind SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and remote file inclusion in web applications, web services, and web APIs. Netsparker is able to truly crawl all types of legacy and modern custom web applications regardless of the platform and technology that they are built with. The Netsparker Web Vulnerability Scanner is available in two editions, either as an on-premises Microsoft Windows application that feature built-in penetration testing and reporting tools, or as an online scalable service to allow you to scan hundreds or thousands of websites with just a few keystrokes. Netsparker Security Scanner also supports modern technologies such as Ajax and JavaScript-based applications, which means you can readily find vulnerabilities in HTML5, Web 2.0, and single-page applications. Netsparker-enterprise is a scalable, multi-user web application security solution. Netsparker-enterprise is a multi-user platform that is designed to help enterprises manage the long-term security of thousands of websites. Its built-in tools also help to automate most of the post-scan tasks, such as issue management, which allows them to collaborate with efficiency and precision. Feature highlight website group. Netsparker-enterprise enables you to group website, configure generic scan settings, and launch or schedule a web security scan with a single click. Feature highlight web vulnerability management and tasks. Just like dedicated bug tracking system, Netsparker-enterprise enables you to find, identify vulnerabilities, as task to team members for remediation. This is an essential feature when you are tracking the security of any web application, keeping web applications secure. Launching a single web application security scan and remediating the identified vulnerabilities can be quite difficult. It is even more demanding to scan all web applications frequently and ensure that detected vulnerabilities are fixed, and that the applied fixes do not open new security flaws. Its trending and correlated reports are automatically updated each time a website or web application is scanned. This invalidates the need to manually compare results. Manual crawling and security scanning. With Netsparker-enterprise, you cannot use it for manual crawling, as it is a cloud-based product. I am sure you understand the implication of why such a service cannot be used for manual browsing. One aspect is that such a feature could easily be abused by attackers. It's never a good idea to have an open proxy that allows any user to interact with website using an IP address that belongs to your web service. The other reason is privacy. While we ensure that we don't store sensitive user data such as browsing history on our server, we understand that having the manual crawling feature on our Netsparker-enterprise product would create unnecessary amount of private data, which we always try to avoid. However, you can still achieve the same result by configuring a browser to proxy the traffic through a local proxy and capture the traffic. Once you capture the traffic, you can import the capture to Netsparker-enterprise and launch the scan. Netsparker Global Dashboard. The Netsparker-enterprise Global Dashboard gives you an overview of the security state of all targets and your Netsparker-enterprise account. The Netsparker-enterprise Dashboard is the first screen you will access when you log in. It can also be accessed by clicking the dashboard node in the website sidebar menu. Overview Netsparker-enterprise Global Dashboard. From the Global Dashboard, you can easily see which and when were the latest security scan launched. A series of graphs showing how many vulnerabilities have been detected and their severity, the security trend of all targets, and also how long it takes for vulnerabilities to be fixed on the website. So Netsparker-enterprise is recommended for large teams and have many websites and web applications to secure and need supporting tools to ensure collaborating among the team members. We already covered all topics for today. If you have any inquiry, you may drop an email at info@espincorp.com.